Okay, Shayne is starting to get ready to do the tank change. We have 3 barrels filling with water, and we'll put our nutrients in it. I'll show you that in a bit. He just gets those ready. The tank takes 7 barrels. So he is just opening a space above the main reservoir so that he can get in. And he'll show you what he does. Okay, we're going to the back of the greenhouse because Shayne wants to show us a hose back here that is part of the tank change.
Yeah, so we have our garden hose hooked up to the feed line for the hydroponic, and then we run it out the door. It just drains out in the snow. So
cool.
Pretty simple.
So let me show them how you've got it hooked up. See, I've never seen this before. Oh, a little tap, and he's got the hose attached.
And there's one of these setups on both sides of the greenhouse. So we should technically be running 2 hoses, but then if you here, I'll grab a pail and show you what comes out of it.
Sorry, I'm moving the camera so much, guys, but
so this is just to show you how much like sediment is in the pipes.
Come right above here. Ew. Look at that. So why don't we have 2 hoses running then?
Because I don't feel like taking the other one out of the snow.
Oh, okay, okay. So that is crazy. Look at that.
You usually get about 3 of those. I always drain them. If we're not running 2 hoses, I always like draining that one anyway, just because
it's taking the sediment out of that side of the...
Yeah, like, you know, you're not running anything through the end of that, so...
Right. So, and he'll do that 3 times. That is nasty. This, mind you, Wayne and I were going to do a video on this, but obviously that never happened. So it should have been done, I'm going to say, probably a month ago, eh, Shayne?
Yeah, a month and a half.
Yeah, and when Wayne and I were talking about it, it was way overdue. So now Shayne's here doing it. So he'll continue on with that, and then we'll show you how we...
I like stepping over the generator instead of just rolling it out of the way.
We have a little bit of a mess here just trying to get things organized, but anyhow, he'll continue doing that, and then we'll go to the front and show you how he does the rest.
Yeah, so while the valves on the back here are open, you really got to pay attention at the level in the tank so you don't, end up sucking the tank down, and then your pumps doesn't have a load on it. It's probably not the best for the pump, but...
Okay, so Shayne was just saying he also runs the sump pump in the tank.
Yeah, with a hose outside at the front as well,
so it drains down faster.
Yeah, and then you can suck. So there's the big filter on the pump. Instead of it getting down super low and it's sucking all that stuff in, we usually pull the screen out of the bottom of the utility pump and suck it out of the garden hose.
Easier. And Haley came to join too. You're learning with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to hook that up, and tank's going down. He'll bring my camera in there with him to show you exactly what he's working with. So this is going to be kind of all over the place because I'm just trying to follow him as he's doing this.
It's pretty dirty.
Is it dirty?
Yeah.
I kind of thought so. Okay, he's putting the sump pump in. And he'll drain that from the front as well. Haley is going to show us, or show you how we do the nutrients. What's that?
Well, before the addition, we put the hole here because we usually run it out there.
Right, now we need a hole in the new addition, right?
And a longer hose.
Oh, yeah. Okay. we'll let him get figured out, and Haley's going to show us the nutrients. When we add a barrel, when we add a barrel to the tank each day, this is exactly what we're doing. So she's just going to switch the hose. Into there, get those 3 filled up. Okay, Hale.
All right, so our scale, we got our little dish to make sure it's zeroed out. We're going to do 220 grams of our fertilizer.
Our 6-11-31 fertilizer. Now with the calcium, she'll do 180 grams of the calcium. And then we take our stick thing here and we just mix it up.
Stir the pot.
Stir the pot.
I like to keep the hose in it too, and it stirs it around better, but
yeah,
that's when we have 1 barrel.
When I do it, I put my nutrients in first and then really hose it. Yeah, fill it up. I stir it first and then let it fill.
And we always mix it and leave it, like everybody knows it's already mixed, and then they can put it in instead of guessing.
Yeah. Well, you can tell. Not so much in the blue barrels, but in this one here, you can tell that the nutrients are in it. But, oh, this one's gonna pop up. So, like I said, the main tank will take 7 of these. And you getting ready to go in?
Yep.
So Shayne's gonna get right in the tank. And he can take my phone down and show you what it looks like.
So when we start seeing bubbles in the filter of the pump, that's when we just shut the pump off.
Are we seeing bubbles yet?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there they are. Can you see that, guys? Shut the pump off.
And then we still have 90 gallons in the whole system, so that's 2 full barrels. So that's why, another reason, instead of letting it all collect, running the pump again, only to push it out of that little garden hose, to run the sump pump all the time, it just makes for...
So is the sump pump off now?
No, sump pump's still going.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll send my phone down with Shayne when he goes down. Trust him, he won't drop it in. So you can see the water still draining in back there. I think you can see it just from the system. That's excess water that's still in the troughs and the end gutter. Something else I want to mention is you want to make sure that you're doing this on an overcast day. You don't want to do it in full sun because your plants will obviously dry out quicker. So we try to do it on a overcast day, which today is pretty good. And this is the brush that Shayne uses. He said it works excellent. What was that from? Like a car brush or something?
It's just an old... Had
a handle on it.
Had a handle? But it works good?
Like scrubbing, you know what I mean? Scrubbing the floors and stuff, but it works even better for the tank.
Perfect.
So we're just going to clean the filter in the pump here, which is pretty clean.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of that's all hard calcium. Like all that's all calcium.
Huh.
So that's when you get a tray dried out, it's usually going to be right after the tank change because some of the small calcium, the hard piece of calcium gets wedged in the opening for the line. So
In the spaghetti hose?
yeah.
Wow. There.
Okay, so that's what the basket should look like in the end.
Nice.
It's all cleaned up.
But look at the stuff that came out of it. And like Shayne was saying, there's hardly any algae at all in there. And even the tank, we were looking, and you can see the bottom. It's just the outer edges that are really, really full.
And we have that the white on one side and the black on the other, so that really helps with keeping the algae down in the tank as well. So
The tarp?
yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I think that's actually, like, Wayne covered that perfect like that.
Oh, yeah?
I just pulled it off, but that definitely helps.
Good.
Oh.
And there, he's just given the cap a good wash, too. It's not really that bad either, is it?
No, not at all.
He's going to put this back together. It's hard to see. I'm going to come up on this side. There we go.
That goes down.
And that's just the color of the water is just the nutrients that you're seeing there. Spick and span.
There, that's done.
Good. Okay, so he's hooking up the wand on the hose because he brings that down with him. And he's got his brush and his rag ready.
That's one thing. If you're doing this by yourself, you got to make sure you remember everything when you go down there, or you're coming back out again.
Right.
And always wash your boots off before you get in.
Oh, just washing his boots off. Mind you, he only wears those boots for tank changes anyways, but just in case.
Or no, I just don't want any gravel going into the tank. That's why I do that.
And bye.
See ya.
Oh, that's too close for me. I wouldn't do well in there.
Yeah, pretty dark. That's cool.
Do you want my phone?
Yeah, in a second.
Just show them.
Grab a hose.
Oh, there you go. It's like a submarine.
Yeah. This just lets a little more light in. All right, so this is what we got inside. So, hold on a sec. Sort of give you an idea of how much stuff's on there.
So after he's done all the cleaning, he'll bring you back down and show you what it looks like. And Haley is wiping down with bleach water solution. The pipes, look at that. So this is what you get just from the dust and stuff every day, and then you get spotless after Haley comes in. Awesome. Takes a while, eh?
Yeah. Well, gotta go around every hose.
Yeah. So I'll go check on Shayne again.
All right, so this is the first scrub. compared to that now.
There, we go right down with you. That's cool. Looking good.
A lot better than it was.
Closer. And then we'll always have a line in there.
Hey?
We'll always have that line in there, the algae line.
Yeah.
Just because it builds up so much there. That's pretty much at the level we keep the water at.
Well, and it's like I've been scrubbing and scrubbing, but the algae's actually like eating into the plastic. So it's like really coarse right there.
Awesome. So look at all that dark algae water.
Oh yeah.
Good thing you're wearing your good clothes.
All right, so that's about as clean as we can get it. All this algae, that does not come off. And just look at the color of that water. Nasty. There's Mom. All right, so we finally got all the old algae water out. And that's what we're left with.
Looks so much better.
Yep, it's definitely a big difference. I don't know why, it just makes it feel better too. Strange. Ugh.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so he's just given the barrels an extra stir. We don't have room for 7 barrels in here, so we'll put 3 in and then do another batch and then 1 extra tank.
And you can do it with 1 barrel, but it takes so long.
Yeah, this way here it's all ready to go. Looks like the sun may peek out, so that was good timing. And he's got that one with the utility pump right now pumping down, and the back is shut off, Shane?
Yep.
Okay. And going into the main tank. That looks so much better. Yeah. So that's it. And we'll fill the barrel back up and start the pump. And we're good to go. But like Shane was saying, when you do a tank change, you really have to check the hoses and stuff for any build-up. Yeah, and sometimes we'll have some of the hose doesn't run after a tank change, but you just have to keep an eye.
You spend half the day walking up and down making sure that everything's running.
Yeah. That'll happen tomorrow morning when I come out and do chores. They'll all be like,
Hopefully not.
No,
it's
they
a
won't.
harvest day.
oh yeah, right. Anyways, thanks guys. Hope that helped. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mwah. Bye.